Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another video. So in this lesson we're carrying on with the Start GUI, but we are going to start in the Game Manager script. And we're going to define another font size for the Start GUI. So in the Game Manager script, I'm going to put a line with the other lines for the font sizes. In fact, we can just copy one of those and paste that in. And I've copied and pasted the options font size. We're just going to change that to Start GUI. Let's change that in the comments. We'll come down to the update settings, and again I'm going to copy the line where we define the font size for the options. We'll paste that in and we'll change that to Start GUI font size, and I'm going to use a value of 74 now. And as I always say, with GUI you will need to experiment with your own values, but I'm going to start with a value of 70. Let's have a look at the comments. I'm not going to use the number, I'm just going to put the by value. I'll quickly change them all while I'm here. Let's save that off. And now we can come to Start GUI itself. So let's have a look. Public GUI skin, I'm going to change that to private. We'll load it from the resources folder. And I'll just quickly change the comment to reflect that. And I'm going to, again, of type private, and now we're going to do of type color. So a lot of what we've done, what we will be doing, should I say, will mirror what we've already done in the main menu, so I'm going to go through it rather quickly. Although, to show you something different, we are going to define the colour in a different way, which you will see. But for now, we just need to give it a naming convention, so I'm going to use underscore Start GUI label colour. Close that line off, and then the usual comment of defining a naming convention for the Start GUI color. And actually we'll create of type private, and we'll use the void awake. And we're going to use GUI skin underscore temp skin, and it's going to equal, and in fact let's go and create that now. We'll come to the resources folder and we'll create a new, if I can see it, GUI skin. We'll give this a naming convention, so Start GUI skin. Let's just copy that new name. And it's going to equal resources dot load open and close brackets, inside the brackets quotation marks, then we'll paste in the naming convention we created, come to the end of the line, and we're going to put as GUI skin, close the line off. We'll break this up for commenting, so underscore temp skin equals load the equals the equals the loaded stat GUI skin from the resources folder. I think that sounds a lot better. So then we're just going to use stat GUI skin. It's going to equal that temp skin, close the line off into the brackets, and we'll enter there. I am also going to load up my font in the same way, so we can just copy all of that, we'll paste it in, and we'll just change what needs to be changed. So GUI skin to font, temp font, and here load and I'll just select the naming convention of the font I'm using. We'll paste that in between the quote marks, should I say, and as font, and in fact stat GUI skin dot font is going to equal the temp font, and I'll quickly change that in the comments, and that's the void await done. So let's come to the private on GUI. In fact, I'll do this part first. So this next bank of code we're going to put in, it is important where in the function it goes. You cannot just put this anywhere, so please do pay attention to that. So as you can see, I'm doing this under the return line, and we're going to say GUI.skin is going to equal the stat GUI skin. Close that off and quickly into the comments. Set the GUI skin to equal the, and I'll just copy and paste the naming convention in. And let's use stat GUI skin dot and we'll use box dot font size. It's going to equal the stat GUI font size. Close that off. And into the comments, so set, let's use GUI box font size to equal the, and again I'll just copy and paste that in. And let's just copy and paste the entire line and we'll do the same for label. And we'll do the text alignment, so underscore stat GUI skin dot label dot alignment equals, and I'll put this on a fresh line, text anchor dot, and I want middle center, and close the line off. We'll quickly get that into the comments. So we'll say set, let's use GUI label text alignment to equal middle center. And this is where we're going to do the colour difference. So in fact I'll show you the difference this way. So stat GUI skin dot label dot normal dot text colour equals, we'll enter. Now before we would use colour dot and we'd choose a colour. We're not going to do that this time. We're going to do it using RGB values, and this will allow us also to use an alpha effect. So what we're going to do, I'll just close that line off for now. We will come back and alter it. So let's come up and I'll just copy the label color naming convention. So this does go above this line but below the text anchor. So paste in stat GUI label color. It's going to equal a new color 32. Open and close brackets, close the line off. If you don't use 32, you have to do this another way. But this will allow us to set 4 values, one being the alpha. So because I want my text white, I can just use 255 dot 255 comma, sorry, not dot, 255 comma, and now for the alpha I'm going to use a value of 180. Break the line up for commenting. So we'll quickly get this into the comments. We'll say that that naming convention equals a new color with RGB plus alpha, and we'll just save that off. So I'm just going to downsize. We'll come to the start GUI skin. So if you want to experiment, let's come to label and normal. So text color, open the color picker, and these are the colors. So as you can see, changing the color via the color picker here gives me different RGB values plus an alpha value. So yes, my text is going to be semi-transparent around this value. I may in fact actually lower that slightly, but we'll leave it at 180 for now. So of course, if you don't want white text, experiment with here and then just take note of the values, and that will give you the values to use here. And now all we need to do is, rather than, as you can see, as we did it before, color dot and then whatever color, we can just use the start GUI label color, and that's it. So that's another way to do color based on RGB and alpha, and we'll quickly get this into the comments. So set GUI skin label color to equal the, in fact, I'll just copy and paste that in. So we'll leave it there for this video. So we will test this out in the very next lesson. So if you want to see how this works, we will begin the next lesson by testing this out, and then we'll get some more code in place. But as I said, we'll leave it here for now. As always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time. And as always, until then, bye for now.